My first camera in a rocket. I'll show you what camera I purchased and why I chose this one, and then we'll launch it in a rocket and see what we get. Now, I've been wanting to launch a camera in a rocket for a long time, but one of the major hurdles was that I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I did a lot of research and I decided to purchase this one from Temu.com. At only $23 US, it seemed worth a try. Now, there's several reasons why I chose this camera, and first, like I said, price. Every time we launch a rocket, there's the possibility of something going wrong and the rocket crashes into the ground. And I didn't want to buy an expensive camera that I would be upset about if it was destroyed in a crash. Second, I chose this camera because of the ribbon cable. The sensor and the lens are at the end of the ribbon cable. Other models where the camera is mounted directly to the main body of the enclosure, I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to get the lens right up against the body tube. The ribbon cable gives me much more flexibility on how to position the camera. I could make a mounting bracket that positions the camera pointing straight out the side of the rocket, or I could easily modify that to point the camera down towards the ground. And the third reason I chose this camera is because of the remote control. On the main body of the camera, there's a switch to turn the camera on and off, but turning the camera on doesn't start recording. There's a few buttons on the side of the camera for functions such as taking a photo or starting recording, but all those functions can also be done with the remote control. So I can turn on the camera, install it into the rocket during setup, and just before launch, tap the button on the remote to start recording. Stopping the recording is just as simple. When the rocket lands, tap a button on the remote and the recording stops. So let's take a look at what's in the box. First, we have the camera and then the remote control, a short USB cable for charging the internal battery. This one came with a 64 gig micro SD card and an SD card to USB adapter. Some of these cameras come with an SD card and some don't. And there's also a small pamphlet of instructions. So let's take a closer look at the camera. On the side is a slot for the micro SD card for storing pictures and video, and a USB port for charging the internal battery. There's an on-off switch, and a couple of buttons here select functions for taking pictures, video, or setting the camera into motion sensing mode. The ribbon cable is about 5 inches long, and at the end of the ribbon cable is the camera sensor and lens. But what about video quality? Well, it records in 1920 by 1080 resolution at 30 frames per second, but actual video quality is very dependent on the lens and the camera sensor. I was surprised to see that the video was stored in an AVI file instead of a more modern container like MP4. After doing some research, I found the reason for these cheap cameras to use an AVI file is because they can store in motion JPEG format using very little processing power. Let's take a look at the actual video quality. On the left is the cheap camera from Temu, and on the right is a relatively recent model Samsung phone. Obviously, the cheap camera is lower quality, but it's not terrible. I've definitely seen worse. So now that we have our camera, we need some way of mounting it inside a rocket. So I designed a holder in Tinkercad and 3D printed it. And here it is. There's vent holes over here on this side and a slot over here for access to the on-off switch. The main body of the camera slides into the holder and the lens assembly pops into the hole at the top. I didn't design any fancy way of holding the sensor and lens into the opening. Instead, I'm just going to use a little bit of this Plastitac to secure that in place. This is the stuff you can use to hang a poster on a wall without poking holes in the wall with thumbtacks. A small piece of that sticky material just gets stuck in behind the camera lens assembly like that to secure it in place. That can also easily be removed if I need to get this apart. To hold the main body of the camera into the holder, I'll simply use a rubber band like this. There's really no reason to have any kind of fancy retaining system for this, since it really has no incentive to come out of the holder. This edge of the camera holder is rounded to fit perfectly into the inside diameter of a 4-inch cardboard body tube. and 2 small nuts have been glued into the holder, allowing me to secure the holder into the rocket with 2 small screws. I can easily retrofit this into any of my 4-inch rockets. I made a simple template that shows where to drill the holes in the rocket body. 2 small holes for the mounting screws and a larger hole for the camera lens. And here's the finished holes. And then the camera and the holder are secured into the rocket using the 2 small screws. The camera is positioned at the bottom of the parachute bay. It's small enough that it won't interfere with the parachute or the recovery cord, and it's far away from the ejection charge that's located up at the nose cone. Well, that's it. There's only one thing left to do. Launch it and see what we get for video.
I'm almost into the mainframe. I'm in.
Hey, you don't have to hack the system to get yourself a Rotary Rocketry t-shirt. Click the link in the description to access our shop.
Hey, check this out.
Available in a wide range of colors with a variety of graphics. Get yours today.
That video was fantastic. Hey, before we go any further, make sure you hit that like button. We really appreciate it. And be sure you subscribe to the channel. The rocket flew to 963 feet, or approximately 293 meters, and the view was fantastic. It even got a couple of shots of us and our vehicles on the way down. Now imagine if we put this camera into something like our Coyote rocket that flies 4 times higher. The view would be outrageous. Now I'm not saying we're going to put a camera in every single one of our rockets that we launch from now on, but we do have the option. And I think for $23, this was definitely worth it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the full selection of Rotary Rocketry merchandise. There's a link to our shop in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.